Question for both of us. Be honest, guys. Was Islam a logical religion for you guys? I mean, the concept of tawheed to humanity. I think it is hard for Muslims to leave Islam. It was for me. And I think what's the last thing I just mentioned on this point is I think what's interesting is a lot of the Muslim apologists are people who I think were in my position where they were raised into it or they converted to it for emotional reasons. And then they realized at some point when they heard criticisms of Islam that, oh, I need to find something else to justify this belief, whether it's for their own sake or to convince others, which is also for their own sake too. And that's when the logical arguments start coming in. Whether you want to talk about how it's impossible that there could have been more than one creator, there had to be a first cause, an uncaused first cause, or
more like illogical arguments, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, they serve the purpose of rationalizing something that's already there. So in my case, I didn't have to do that because they already had me hook, line, and sinker, or whatever that expression is. So we have one more question.
You know, I had a realization not that long ago that what you said about the transition that some Dawah people may have had, I was going through that, except I wasn't able to make those so-called logical rationalizations make sense. Like I saw the issues in them. They weren't satisfying to me, but I went in with a position of trusting that there is an answer and trusting that they are one of the sources. And that's not like singling out some of the jokes of Dawah people that we know today. This was truly like just going to Dawah people, and that's not to use it in a derogatory way, just the scholars and sheikhs and the imams from a bunch of different backgrounds as well, like a bunch of different sects even, because I knew that the truth is out there. I just need to find it. And the realization that I had was, had I been convinced by one of these approaches, like I don't know if I would have been as maybe I would have had that same kind of urge to come out and say something about it because I see the other Dawah people doing a poor job of doing it. Maybe I still would have found a need for me to become Alauddin, but unironically Alauddin as in one who praises religion or raises its, I don't know, status. I could have become a Dawah person. I would have had so much more success.
Man.
Yeah.
There's an alternate universe. Let's imagine that there is this alternate universe. What would your moniker be? What would your name be?
Alauddin. Because
just Alauddin?
Yeah, or Muslim Alauddin or something. But Alauddin is a much more appropriate name. It's unironic, right? Because Alauddin means one who praises or raises the status of religion or something. And I think that, like, I wouldn't be full of myself, but I think I found a way that I can make this make sense. And I need to teach people that way because there are confused people. I would be thinking of the ex-Muslims, right? I'd be thinking those poor people who honestly couldn't find an answer. Like, I wouldn't have vilified them. I would have sincerely thought they're honest in their conclusions, and it's all because they didn't come across this fantastic answer that I found, this great rationalization, and I would be trying to help them find it. We could have been having this conversation too, except I was somehow going to be floundering and giving you some justification or another. We probably would have been friendly, you and I, like we sound like we would have gotten along. So
I hope
who
so.
knows? Who knows?
There's like an alternate universe where we're both Dawah boys. That would be amazing.
Oh, God.